Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven. I'm joined today by not the usual panel. I'm here today with Steve.
What's going on, Steve?
I'm here with Jacob.
Hey.
And I'm here with Tyler.
Hey, what's up?
And we're here to talk about Gran Turismo, the movie. Because that was recently announced, and I've been waiting to get together with these folks to talk to you about it, because they are the Gran Turismo experts, in my opinion. What are your general thoughts of the trailer?
The trailer looks amazing. What I love about Gran Turismo, the movie, is it really highlights what a lot of us have thought about Gran Turismo since the beginning. It's a driving simulator. And in this case, in the movie, this kid actually, which this is all true, which kind of blows my mind, he actually takes the driver's training and he works his way through, and he turns out he can actually race cars. There's some cool reasons why. Hopefully we'll get to talk about that.
Dang. That's kind of what got me interested in the movie in the first place. Because I was a little nervous with the premise of the movie, but since it's based on a true story, because it looks all of a sudden interesting.
It looks like they're going to mock these guys, right? Like, gamers. They're done mocking gamers. Like, I could fly an F-16 someday because I did it on my computer, but this is legit. Like, you can actually, the course. Like, it's funny, when you get on these courses, you end up going on the same course over and over and over again. Everyone complains. They're like, it's a grindy game. You have to grind. It's practice. You're actually learning every little turn. You're learning every bump. You're learning every little divot in the road, because they've taken those cameras. They actually know every little imperfection on every single course. And when you go over it and over it and over it, you're learning all those things too. And then when you change cars, it's a different road. It's pretty cool.
So here are my general thoughts of the trailer. If it is anything like Ford versus Ferrari, like if it has the same level of quality as Ford versus Ferrari, I am all in.
I sure hope it does. I hope that they don't skimp on that part. I hope they don't treat it like a video game that became a movie.
Yes.
I really hope they're honest with it, because that Ford versus Ferrari, that was pretty amazing.
Yes, absolutely. What do you guys think? Sorry, I'm not.
I've never seen Ford versus Ferrari. I've heard that it was good. I just haven't watched it.
So clearly I'm a bad father.
You're a monster.
If I was a better father, I would raise them on good movies.
I'm ruined because of you.
So when it comes to a movie adaptation of sorts of Gran Turismo, what do you hope the filmmakers get right?
I think what would be really important, this is going back to like early Gran Turismo games, like 1 and 2 and 3. They were really explicit about teaching you how to actually race a car. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that they really spend the time so that the audience who may not again, I don't want any audience member in this film to think that some kid just grabbed a wheel randomly and was able to like crank the wheel back and forth and stomp on the gas and mash the buttons and get somewhere faster than somebody else. Because I think you may have experienced this recently. If you try to match the button, oh yeah, that was my first shot, by the way.
Yep.
If you try to match the buttons in this game, you go into walls. Like, it doesn't work.
Nope.
You have to drive the car the way that they teach you. The way if you went to a school to learn how to race, they would teach you how to do these things. And all those little tests and exams and stuff that you take in the game to earn your licenses, they literally teach you how to drive and how to race. I hope they don't shortchange that and just jump ahead. So that's a big one for me.
I like that. That's kind of what I got here too, is I want the focus to be on the cars.
Yeah.
The cars, the track, the mechanics of it all, the engineering of it all.
Yep.
It'd be awesome. Just like Ford versus Ferrari, that's kind of the highlight that they focused in on. That was the engineering and how each part of the car was important to in the race, and it was so good. And I hope they do that here too. But yeah, my fear is that they're going to focus too much on the gamers can, exactly what you said.
But I just hope the tracks are accurate, one-to-one replicas, like the actual game.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, I don't know this, maybe you can find this information out, but hopefully they just went to the exact track that they're going to film.
Yeah, I can actually tell you exactly what they do. They actually go to the track and they do shots all around. So everything you see above the track is what you're going to see. If you were racing, you would see all that stuff above the track. Now, anything that's branded or licensed, obviously those things aren't going to be in there.
Right.
But they'll replace it with something else. And then the road itself, they actually have a setup, a rig where they go like little section by section and they film the bottom of the track. And what they're doing is they're looking for the imperfections in the road. For the existing, I mean, I'm telling you, the level of detail that with the polyphony that the people that they go through to make this happen is just insane. And they do the same thing with the cars. Every car is meticulously filmed and shot, and they're looking underneath and around, and just being able to tune with the different parts on the car. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
I hope that finds its way into the movie.
Yes.
Because I think on one of the trailers that I saw, I'm pretty sure the kid was like, I've been on this track before. And that's how it feels. It feels like you've literally been on Laguna Seca. Like you've been on the track because you've driven it so many times. At this point, I could run the 24-hour Le Mans. I could totally do it. Because I've been on that course enough times.
Dang. And that's on the Gran Turismo game.
It is.
Dang. Okay, well, I want to try that. How come we didn't play that? Of course.
Yeah, come on. I thought it was on a ring. So, of course, like 8 out.
All the tracks look the same to me. I don't play the game that often.
And then, what do you think of the cast?
Oh, yeah. Cast is fantastic.
Yeah, I think the cast, they did really well casting these guys. Well, I don't know.
And typical, like you would want the lead in a movie like this has got to be someone I would never know who he is.
Yes.
And that's really cool. He's kind of a first timer.
That is really nice that they're having some new faces to. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Well, and it all adds to that. I was doing something else. Someone discovered me, and now I'm doing this really cool thing. And it's in real life. It's kind of a cool connection.
I like it.
Something I've heard about it is that the actual driver in real life that the movie's based on actually does the stunts for the movie.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
You got me beat on that one.
Dang. All right, fact check it.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be checking that one, boy.
Yeah, we saw that
post-recording
when we were going to see Across the Spider-Verse. We saw that, and it was the guy who the movie is based on. He's doing the stunts.
Oh, okay.
I guess I should have seen Across the Spider-Verse, and I would have.
It's amazing.
I would have not.
I must have missed that segment because I went and saw that movie.
When Hayden gets to that, what was that?
Perfect. What cars do you hope to see in the movie?
Oh, I love this question.
A car,
which is one of the cool. Here, I'll probably give like 2 or 3, but you guys have to come up with some cars that you've seen. If you just describe them, I can tell you what car. Here's what I would love. This is what's so amazing about this whole franchise. Every car you could imagine is in these games. My very first, one of my early Gran Turismo games, we owned the minivan that was in the game.
Whoa.
It was really cool. Why would you ever want a minivan? Well, I can tell you why, because as a dad driving 5 kids all over the place, sometimes you just want to escape and drive that minivan as fast as possible around any tight corner. And now you can actually do that, but it's legal and it's safe. And what you realize is, as soon as you try to take that turn at 120 miles an hour in that minivan and you think it's slow, that car will lean way too far, pulls you off the course, and you can't race it. And so it's really awesome to have all these cars in there. So let's see. I've been a nerd for the Corvette Z06, all because of Gran Turismo, and I will one day own a Z06 for that reason. So Corvette Z06.
There you go.
A car from a dealership company. I don't know car. Lightning McQueen.
The Lightning McQueen car.
There you go. I did drive that on the course the other day.
So they actually have some skins. You can actually put different skins on the cars, and that was one of them.
It's like a 2017 Corvette, I think.
Oh, yeah, the Pro was Corvette.
These are not front. Well, they're probably in Gran Turismo as well. But I'd like to see any kind of Lamborghini, like a Lamborghini Aventador. Is one of my favorites. And then the McLaren Senna.
Oh, the McLaren, very nice.
Super sick.
Did you see the McLaren I've got on the game right now?
No.
McLaren. It looks like a little rocket. It's pretty amazing.
It looks sick.
It's pretty amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, anyone listening, if you're a big fan of Gran Turismo, I think all of us love there's a Skyline, a Nissan Skyline is a very common car in that game, and it's usually like ridiculous. You can make it do crazy stuff for a stock basic car, but you can add stuff on it, and it's usually a pretty tough car to beat. And as I look in life, when you see people like dressing up their cars so they can go racing everywhere, it's usually a Skyline. The other, there's a Subaru. I don't know why I can't think of it right now off the top of my head. The WRI, I think it is. There's a Subaru out there that people love for the same reason. Like you can do stuff to it, and you got like a freaking rocket on your hands. Like, it's an amazing car. But
So if
you wouldn't think of it. It's a Subaru. You wouldn't think about that.
that's like a customizable upgrade of some kind.
They're all upgradable, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. A little easier in the game. Point and click.
Oh, absolutely. All right, well, now we can do the ending segment. Let us know down in the comments below what you think of the Gran Turismo movie, if you're excited, what your hopes are, what you hope they get right, what you hope they get wrong, and everything in between, and what cars you hope to see. And until next time, guys,
Keep it nerdy.